Analysis machine. Status report.
Operating at full capacity.
Good to hear. Let's go with the gaming top 10 today.
And excellent choice, sir.
Hey guys, this is the Reaper, and today we're going to go over my top 10 games and recommendations of all time. Now, first things first, if you've been a gamer as long as Reaper has, it's hard enough to shorten a list to 10, let alone rank them. So these games aren't really in any particular order, besides the order I want to talk about. Secondly, you can consider this list somewhat fluid. As much as I enjoy all these games, sometimes it really just does depend on the time of day or the wave of nostalgia. I could definitely see swapping some of these games with my honorable mentions, which I'll post at the end. But with that said, let's go ahead and get started. First up has to be Hollow Knight. And shout out to Team Charity. For a small studio to make such a fantastic game is nothing short of incredible. There's a reason Hollow Knight has a cult following. This game is seriously phenomenal. Everything about this game is just incredible. The characters, the artwork, the aesthetic, the soundtrack. It's truly a fun and memorable experience. And it's hard. Get that hand-holding BS out of Reaper's face. I really like how it doesn't apologize for its difficulty. It provides a true challenge, like most games used to. That way, after you beat a boss or complete an objective, you really feel like you accomplished something. Those saw blades, man, they were everywhere. Everywhere. What was Reaper saying again? Oh yeah, Hollow Knight. Hollow Knight is a must play. In fact, go get Hollow Knight right now. Like, seriously, right now. In fact, stop the video. No, stop the analysis machine. Stop the video. Hey you, I know you haven't played Hollow Knight. Who do you think I was talking to? You're doing yourself a disservice. Go get the game. Super cheap. It's on every platform. Go ahead, go. Go now. Seriously, stop watching this if you have not played Hollow Knight and go play the game. We will still be here when you get back. Get going. Go!
And this is really the end of the video.
Shh, keep your voice down. Of course not. Look how much runtime we still have. Sneak on ahead. You back? Cool. No worries, you can thank Reaper later. Right now, you have to go online and spend about a week catching up on all the Hollow Knight lore, secrets, and theories you missed. Modspec has done a fantastic job compiling the lore in a comprehensive and easy to understand format. And I'll have the analysis machine leave a link on it. So do recall, it's just one interpretation. So start harassing anyone who doesn't agree. Though I guess that's a pointless statement when it comes to people on the internet. Next up, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Now, unless you live under a rock 20,000 leagues under the sea, you already know of the awesomeness that is Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. And my goodness, this is like the gift that keeps on giving. If you've ever been to a Smash tournament, then you already know that the hype level is absolutely through the roof, even when compared to other fighting game tournaments. But as fun as 3 stock 1 versus 1 Final Destination can be, when it's played for its intended purposes, as a party game, that really takes the fun level up to 11. Get 6 friends on a couch and watch the good times roll. Head to Hyrule Temple and fight it out for a half an hour. Go to Ice Mountain and push your opponent into the mouth of a waiting giant fish. Go nuts, turn items on high, play with guns only, or just Pokeball. Make a Smash Ball match. Have a Super Giant match. That's Reaper's personal favorite party game. Play 3 versus 3, or 2v2v2. There's just so many ways that you can play and enjoy the game, you're really missing out by pigeonholing yourself. The character roster is so vast and unique, and they do a great job representing so many different games from a vast and diverse library. It truly is a love letter to gamers everywhere.
All aircraft report.
Back in its day, nothing hit quite like Star Fox 64. If you played this game growing up, I'm betting you can quote at least the first levels from memory.
Flippy, get back here! Flippy, watch out! Bogey on your tail! We're entering Corneria City now. Everybody stay alert!
I know you remember going nuts the first time you discovered a new route.
Follow me, fuck! Falco, where are you going? I found the target, trying to keep up.
Though this game is short, straightforward, and to the point, the character interactions, aspect of rewarding increased skill and memorization, and overall immersiveness of the game give it unlimited replay value.
Do a barrel roll!
This game is timeless. If you have an hour and a half to spare, and you have an N64 lying around, go ahead and play through Star Fox 64. You'll be glad you did.
Came in here. No problems. Do you copy? Emergency maneuvers!
Moving on to number 4, Fire Emblem Radiant Dawn. Now, as much as I enjoyed Fire Emblem Three Houses, and as much as I'm looking forward to cracking open Awakening, Fire Emblem Radiant Dawn is just where it's at. Getting to go on another adventure with these specific characters is just... oh, I needed it. I really did. I don't think any Fire Emblem cast deserves an encore more than these guys. The split story paths are very compelling. Again, I very much enjoyed Three Houses. But after playing all 3 routes, I was kind of like, I get it, but did we really need to go to war over this? In Radiant Dawn, even the sleaziest characters are like, whoa, this was messed up. But your hands were tied, and you were back into a corner. And darn if I can't say I wouldn't do the same thing if I was in that. They do a deeper dive into the lore and history of the Fire Emblem world than a lot of the others. And I think they did a really good job conveying the message that there are no real winners when it comes to war. And my goodness, this game is hard. Like, really hard. They'll spawn 3 level 20 warriors right next to your healer at the end of your turn and proceed to hack him to bits. And be like, fair's fair. No divine pulse here. You gotta either restart or eat it. It can be pretty brutal, but to quote one of my favorite Fire Emblem characters of all time, a little too much is only just enough for me.
Open your eyes.
You guys knew this one was coming. Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Is it a perfect game? No. Is it a true masterpiece? In my opinion, yes it is. This game takes all the typical structure of a Zelda game and turns it on its head, and still somehow manages to bring us all the legendary adventure we love, and then some. Did anyone else feel like a speck when the map opened up and you realized that this area that you've been roughing it in for the past couple of days is just a dot so small you can't even find it on the world map? Well, what about spending weeks without any objective because you simply must find out what's at the top of every cliff you pass by? The game came out 6 years ago, and people are still discovering new things every day. There were so many times when playing through this game that I was just thinking to myself, man, I'm really having fun right now. And I can tell you for sure, the hype for Tears of the Kingdom is real. Next up is gonna have to be The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask. Yes, that's right, 2 albums of Zelda. They had to be done. Majora's Mask is truly the darkest themed Legend of Zelda to date, and I love it. The mystery, the themes, the intensity, the constant threat of impending doom is simply masterfully done. In Reaper's opinion, it takes a mature mind to grasp all the undertones presented throughout the game. One of the major ones being the cycle of grief, denial, anger, bargaining, depression, and acceptance. If you haven't played this game since reaching adulthood, I strongly recommend giving it another go. It might touch your heart on a deeper level than your carefree younger self could comprehend. So there's going big and there's going big. And when it comes to Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate, they definitely went big with the capital. Reaper's been hunting monsters for 7 generations and has yet to see a deluxe release as dynamic as the one from Tri to Ultimate. I know this is somewhat controversial in the community, but I happen to enjoy the underwater combat. Nothing really gives that feeling of tenacity during a hunt, when the monster you've been fighting tries to flee into the water, and without missing a beat, you dive in after it. Though to be completely honest, I'm not sure which Monster Hunter deserves to be on the list. Each one of them have a really special place in my heart. Tri provided the best online experience. Honey, Jordan, if you're out there somewhere, Reaper still thinks fondly of you. Double Cross was the largest by far, World was a game changer, and so on. The important thing is, I had to put Monster Hunter on the list. Currently, I'm still having a blast playing through Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak. And shout out to Reaper's current hunting party, because the right hunters can make all the difference. You'll never see this one coming. That's right, gotta give it to Persona 5 Royal featuring my boy Ryuji.
That's my boy!
This game is so freaking good. As soon as you're off the home screen, you're blasted with awesome artwork and soundtrack, which will be present throughout the entire game. Just look at the art in the transition scenes, the loading screens, even the freaking item menu. They really went above and beyond to give the Phantom Thieves an aesthetic that's present in every aspect of the game. The voice acting is great, the characters are fun and memorable, and the freedom is borderline overwhelming. Balancing the life of a superhero with everyday responsibilities of being a high school student is a staple for the Persona games, and they really struck the balance well with Persona 5. The battle victory transition scene is flawless, easily the best in the business. If you know of a better one, then you really need to tell me so I can go and pay my respects.
Change. The future.
Next up is gonna be Xenoblade Chronicles. Now, a lot of people missed out on this game because it premiered on the Wii. But there's a reason why this game got 2 encores. It's phenomenal. It's known for having a pretty unique hybrid fighting style, and it works very well. Personally, I can break, topple, launch, and smash things all day. It just really doesn't get old. But if you can't get on board with the fighting style, you at least have to respect this amazing story. Xenoblade Chronicles was dubbed World's Most Epic Game by my brother, because every time he walked in on me playing, the stakes were being raised to some new obscene height. Yeah, the plot gets pretty crazy in this game. They have some really beautiful locales that are still worth gushing over 10 years later. And this game features the most iconic villain in the Xenoblade saga, Metal.
How does it feel to be such a pathetic hero?
And that future sight fighting mechanic was just so well done. Now, I own Xenoblade 3, though I haven't played it quite yet. Though I have played Xenoblade Chronicles 2 and Xenoblade Chronicles X, and though I enjoyed them both immensely, I can't say I enjoyed either one of them even close to how much I enjoyed the original. You gotta respect the real OG. Okay, last but not least, especially considering this list is in no particular order.
Hold it!
Yeah!
Stop right there, Mr. CEO! Sir.
Now would be a good time to give honorable mentions.
Ah, that's right, we should probably do that first. Could you throw them on the screen, please?
Accessing data.
Number 10 is Nier Automata. Now, I'm not sure if this classifies as a hidden gem, but this game definitely does not get the recognition it deserves. This is one of those games that you might glance at the cover and say, nah, this seems a bit too niche. If that's you, all I can say is, you're absolutely mistaken. Get this game. Nier Automata is a masterpiece. The setting, the score, the story, the delivery, just masterfully done. The combat is like Devil May Cry light. But if you're using Devil May Cry as a marker on your combat, then you're doing something right. This is one of the deepest stories I've ever experienced in any medium. And I mean movies, books, games. I could go on for an hour about why this game is so great, and many people have. But I truly believe this is something that you need to experience for yourself. Exploring the last gasp of breath from this post-apocalyptic world will send chills down your spine. And if that doesn't do it for you, when that score kicks in, you feel that in your soul. Even if you don't have one, you might just grow one. The music does such a good job setting the tempo for each locale, and highlighting a lot of those undertones that are hidden beneath the plot surface. Just a word of advice when starting this game. During the tutorial setting, you're gonna want to change it to either normal or easy. The reason being, if you happen to die anytime in the pretty lengthy tutorial session, you'll have to start the entire game over, which is less than ideal. You can change the setting to whatever you want afterwards, but don't let such a minor inconvenience stop you from enjoying this one-of-a-kind experience. And with that bit of advice, this has been Reaper's Gaming Top 10. I strongly recommend every game on this list. And I'm actually curious to hear from you. Have you played any of these games before? If so, what was your experience? Or if you were convinced to pick up or revisit one of these titles after watching the video, tell us about it in the comment section. And with that, it's time to bring this video to a close. My name is The Reaper, and I'm a YouTuber for fun. Today's challenge? Get your game on. Good luck, and more importantly, I know you didn't get Hollow Knight. What's it gonna take, huh? Do I gotta come over there? Is that what you want? What's it gonna take, huh? What's it gonna...